Hello and welcome to episode 72 of IOnTheTigers, a podcast all about the National Ice Hockey League, but one that always has an eye on the Telford Tigers. A few movements, I guess, this week, so we'll kick off with that. First one being for the Tigers, Josh Crawley signing on, well, two-way, three-way, take your pick. Currently on a two-way with Blackburn and Manchester. Tigers are now in the mix as well. Made his debut over the weekend. First impressions, actually, yeah, pretty good. Played the body well, lots of enthusiasm. Yeah, looks really good. Happy with that pickup. Hopefully he'll get plenty of time icing with the Tigers. I think he could be a really good addition for us. Elsewhere across the league, a couple at the Bees, so Jacob Ranson and Josh Martin will be playing for the Bees. And over in Milton Keynes, Patrick Forsberg comes in. Dylan Lawrence out injured, so Patrick Forsberg to keep them up with a full complement of three non-British trained players. Tigers 2, one game this weekend. They played on Sunday up at Bradford. That one finished Bradford Bulldogs 3, Tigers 2-9. So Tigers 2 back to winning ways after the loss against Sutton. Comfortably second in the league there. In terms of the National League, action got underway on Friday evening with the first leg of the semi-final between Leeds and Sheffield. Leeds Knights were winning 2-1 going into the final second, but that is enough time to score, as the Steel Dogs proved. I think it was about 0.4 seconds left, was it? When the Steel Dogs forced an equaliser to make it 2-2. All square heading into the second leg at Sheffield on New Year's Eve. Could go either way, but I'll still be sticking with Knights to be the team that goes through there. In terms of the league, Sheffield were at home on Saturday against the Tigers, evidently well galvanised. What a crazy game. Bit of pond hockey broke out. Finished Steel Dogs 10, Tigers 6. Honestly, a couple of goals that Tigers gave up. The first two, talk about giving out early Christmas presents and gifts. They were there. Second period really got away from Tigers. That one finished, the second period alone finished 5-2 in favour of the Steel Dogs. And damage was kind of done. It's, the Tigers though gone away from home, scored 6 goals and actually never looked like winning the game. Big turn that. Elsewhere across the league, Solway Sharks were at home to Hull Seahawks. That one finished Sharks 3, Seahawks 2. Sharks took a 3-0 lead. Seahawks could get 2, but couldn't manage to force it to go to overtime. Bees hosted the Phantoms. Bees 5, Phantoms 3. I didn't see that one coming, I will be honest. Great result there for the Bees. Perhaps not many people would have expected that, but no, really impressive win for them there on home ice. Bristol hosted Romford. That one finished Pitbull 6, Raiders 3. Bristol on home ice continues to be a danger for everybody. I think it's the way of looking at it on the whole, really, as Raiders go down there. Last but certainly not least, 2 of the top 3 clashed. Milton Keynes against Swindon. 3 also headed off to overtime. Wildcats went short-handed, so of course they got the overtime winner. A really impressive victory there for Swindon, going to Milton Keynes, taking the points there. Milton Keynes don't lose many at home, so for Wildcats to do that and game winner being a short-handed goal, pretty impressive stuff. Big well done to them there. Sunday, Tigers were at home against Solway. Quite simply, it was a must-win game. First period, pretty tight. I think Solway probably just about shaded the period, but finished 1-1. Tigers, I think, really stepped it up in the second. Played with plenty of intensity, plenty of physicality, and were able to get 3 goals in the period to give us a 4-1 lead going into the second. Start of the second, puck gets caught on some water, slows down clearing the zone, so the Sharks pull one back. That was as good as it got though. Harding added a late goal to make it 5-2 for the Tigers. Still time for it to get a bit feisty towards the end, so Jake Price will be missing next game due to fighting in the last 5. And yeah, again, players piling in a little bit towards the end of the game as well with another hit. So yeah, a bit of a feisty end, but a really massive win there for the Tigers. I mean, my personal view was if they'd have lost to Solway last night, could basically have forgotten about the playoffs already. That I kind of feel keeps a bit in the hunt. What I'd really like to see is what we're doing at home, particularly the past couple of weeks. That transfers to being out on the road. We're getting some good results at home, but away from home, too often just feels as though we get turned over. Rest of the league, Wildcats and Lightning went at it again. This time in Swindon, finished Wildcats 2, Lightning 3. A lot of Lightning fans said they'd be pleased with a 3-point weekend, which is exactly what they got, albeit perhaps not the way that they might have expected it. Hull hosted Leeds. That one finished Seahawks 3, Knights 7, so a big win there for Leeds playing Hull. Raiders and the Pitbulls, again, they went at it. This time in Romford, different tale in Romford. Raiders 4, Pitbulls 0. So pretty comprehensive win on home ice there. Phantoms and Bees were also playing each other again, this time in Peterborough, although it wasn't. That's a game that's been postponed, called off with very late notice. Kind of feel for the Bees. They get a win. Can they capitalise on that? They're taking on the team they beat the night before, get a bit of momentum going. No, gone completely. So yeah, do feel a bit sorry for the Bees there on that. Okay, upcoming weekend. Action kicks off Friday night with the Southwest Derby between Bristol and Swindon. It's in Bristol. This is a fixture that Swindon seems to have had problems with in the past. They found difficult. Bristol have been really good at home. So despite all that, I'm actually going to go for a Swindon win. I think they're going to beat Bristol. Probably be wrong. We'll see what happens. Saturday, Tigers take the trip to Swindon. I'd love to be more optimistic, but yeah, it's going to be a home win. Wildcats to win that one. Lightning and the Phantoms. Lightning to win on home ice. Sharks take on the Knights. Sharks are going to run them close, but the Knights are just going to pip it. 1 goal, maybe 2, with it being an empty netter at the end. Steel Dogs host the Seahawks. Fancy Steel Dogs to win that one. And then Bees host the Raiders. Raiders to pip that one. Sunday night, Tigers host the Pitbulls. This is another must-win game for the Tigers. No ifs, no buts. They've got to beat Bristol. We've got to beat Bristol at home. Simple as that. So Tigers win. Phantoms of the Lightning. Phantoms to win it, but it's going to take overtime to do it. Maybe even penalty shots. Seahawks host the Steel Dogs. I fancy Hull to pip it on home ice. Knights host the Sharks. Knights to win that one. And Raiders host the Bees. Raiders to win that one. So there's my predictions. As always, leave a comment, get in contact, let me know what you think about them. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Bye for now.